I haven't produced a lot of Fallout content on this channel, despite the fact that I consider myself to be a huge fan of the franchise. I am working on a very large video for the game, but it's taking a long time, and with my exams and all coming up, and me being a lazy fuck, it's going to take a long time. But I did feel a need to make a video on this because it's just so interesting to me. It's a bit exciting. According to the Collider, filming for the new Fallout series is going to begin in June. For those of you who don't know, Amazon Prime is making a new Fallout series for Bethesda. Now, since Bethesda is now owned by Microsoft, there were probably a few changes that had to be made with writing for the series and all, but we haven't actually. The only thing that we got was one of the writers confirming, yes, we are writing the show right now, don't worry guys. And since then we've heard basically nothing. But this is news. The article reads, "Wake up, Wastelanders, we've got some great news for the Fallout fans out there. Cosmic Circus recently dug up quite the scoop, having, quote, found evidence, quote unquote, that the upcoming Fallout TV series at Amazon plans to begin filming in late June in New York. They cite a job listing on the industry website Stunt Access, which is apparently looking for new stunt bodies to come on for the Fallout project, apparently under the working title Hondo." Now that doesn't really say anything, the code name, but the full quote from the site reads, "From Megaton to Girder Shade, Paradise Falls to the Republic of Dave, we're coming to you, Cosmic Wastelanders, with a special report about Prime Video's Fallout TV series. Unlike the settlement of Greyditch, things for the upcoming Fallout series are not quiet and appear to be moving along. We've found evidence that filming for Fallout will begin in June of this year in New York. A job listing on the industry website Stunt Access is looking for new hires for the Fallout gig. Prospective stunt performers will start work on 20th of June 2022 in New York. It's exciting to see that the project is actually happening and getting off the ground after years of rumours." Now, given recent video game adaptations, I'm not excited. When you have things like Uncharted, when you have things like the Halo series, God, you're not really that excited, are you? But then you see something like the Sonic films and you are. But then you see something like the Mario movie and you're not. But anyways, so it's pretty exciting news if you're a Fallout fan, I'm not as excited as I would like to be, because as much as I love Fallout, at the same time I feel like a TV series is a bit off for it. Definitely not the direction I'd see the franchise going, but also because of a few other things, given like recent adaptations of things. I mean, the people who wrote the Halo series just admitted straight up they didn't even play the games before writing it. So I'm not too excited for this. But on the other hand, it's being made by Amazon, and Amazon have been very successful in their adaptations for other things onto the screen. For instance, their adaptation of the comic book series The Boys into live action, and also the adaptation of Invincible into an animated series. I've got a video review on that if you would like to go and check that out on my channel. They've been rather successful and very faithful and very good, so hopefully that they can continue this up and get a third one in the bag with the Fallout series. But they've already cast their lead. They've cast Walton Goggins in a lead role. Walton Goggins apparently is going to be playing a ghoul character according to a leak, but according to the official article from Collider where he was announced, he is going to be playing a lead role. He was the first cast member announced, and the series, it says here, last month it was reported that production was set to begin on the series from Prime Video and Westworld creator Jonathan Nolan. Now it seems it's gotten its first cast member in Justified star Walton Goggins, but it wasn't their last cast member, as Variety magazine also issued a statement saying that Ella Purnell had been cast in a lead role of the series as well. It also addressed that Amazon had no comment on the character they would be playing, just like with Goggins, but according to some sources they have, her character has been described as upbeat and uncannily direct, with an all-American can-do attitude, with an intensity in their eyes saying she might be a bit dangerous. These castings, I'm guessing that with these castings, one of them is going to be playing a Vault Dweller who's gone out because they've been kicked out or because they're looking for a family member who was kidnapped or something, and the other is going to be playing a Wastelander who they find and, was like, oh, welcome to the Wasteland. I will basically be your guide to the Wasteland. Here is the things in the Wasteland. But if you guys are curious as how Goggins would look as a ghoul, look no further than his appearance in the Maze Runner film that he was in, where he plays a character with a very sort of ghoulish appearance. And whichever one of them plays the main character, whether that be Walton or Ella, they're gonna join up with the Brotherhood of Steel along with the one who plays their companion. But if it's Goggins and he is playing a ghoul, probably not, considering the Brotherhood's stance. But then they're gonna join up with the Brotherhood to defeat the big bad, who are gonna be the Enclave, and both sides are gonna have like all the nuance from the classic games removed, and it's just gonna be Brotherhood as generic good guys, Enclave as generic bad guys, because that's how Bethesda's written them in their games, and Bethesda are the ones commissioning the series, and they're probably going to base it off the Bethesda games, so it's definitely going to be set on the East Coast rather than on the West. But yeah, so if you do think that that's going to happen, or if you don't think that's going to happen, leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments and all. Do you like the cast and whatnot? Are you confident in this series? If you think it's going to be good or not? I'm honestly mixed, because on one hand, video game adaptation, on the other hand, made by Amazon, and they are good at adaptations. But yeah, so I've got other videos you can watch. Please do like and subscribe this, as it helps engagement. I'm going to be doing, like I said, I'm making another Fallout video that's going to be a very long one that's taking a lot of time for me to make right now. I hope you guys will subscribe so that later on you can watch it. But yeah, hopefully you'll join me in the next video whenever I upload that one. So like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and love yous.